Yo, I wanted to bring light to this new CC game you saw me playing yesterday. It's called SeaBound. One of my friends is making it currently, and they're working on a revamp for the whole game. New animations, skills, and just basic optimization. So I wanted to come in today and show the basic tutorial, basic combat, and go through everything you need to know. From getting Haki to crew points to gold, to island captures, to all your skills, to stamina, to basically everything you see right here. I will talk about bounty investments, leveling, accessories, rings, stats. That will all be in this video. So let's get into it. So first, we're going to talk about leveling. As you can see, I'm max level with stat points put in and some of my moves upgraded. So first, what we're going to do is on the island you spawn in, there will always be a ship merchant. It will always be in front of the island, like on these docks. All you want to do is run up to him, talk to him, fast travel, and type in Teshio. Once you make it here, you're gonna be here for a while, honestly. This is where you grind all your Haki, all of your Ken, your boost your Ken, and all your money. All you do is fight these Yetis, and once you do, you kill them. You'll be rewarded with a pink chest, XP, bounty, Haki XP, and Ken XP. And this is basically the best way to go ahead and level. Practically the only way you'll see anybody ever doing. And yeah, free chest, open it with the key, and now you wait. You do that over and over again to your max level. You'll have a total of 116 skill points on the left here that you'll be able to put into your stats and into your moves. So let's talk about stats next. So stats can go a whole bunch of different ways. The first thing you want to do is go back here and want to fast travel to Roya Island. This is where you'll find most of everything that you need to train. Let's go over here. You come down to this area, and at this last building you'll find most of the training equipment you need and weapons. In here you have your leg training, and for black leg you have your arm training, more leg training, basically arm and leg. That's all it is right here. And you have a couple of different weapons. And so stats, arm strength and vitality. Arm strength will increase your damage on your M1 with styles that scale off of arm strength. Same thing goes for leg strength and precision. Vitality increases how much HP you have. That has a max cap of 30 as far as we tested. Agility, I don't see a use in it. I'm pretty sure it makes you faster. I don't really care about that. And you have a total of 116 stat points. So once you're done putting your stat points in here and you feel like your build is okay, you can go to your style trainer and max out your moves. It takes 2 stat points to upgrade a move per level, and they max out at level 5. So per move, it takes 10 stat points to max out. Be aware of that, because once you do, you can't get them back out, and you can't put them into your stats again. And so after this, let's talk about bounty investments. I kind of forgot about vitality and agility training, but go back to a ship merchant and type in Koi Island under fast travel. And from here, you can see our kind of map. They're up here next to the bank, and it's one per training. It's for everything, it's one per training, so you keep on buying it over and over again. So just make sure of that. The next thing I'm talking about is bounty investments. So you can see I have 212 bounty invested right here, and I have 288 million outside for a total of 501 million. So this bounty invested, I invested into damage, health, and stamina. All of these cap out at 50 million, and they don't go any higher. I only have these in just so it doesn't get taken as much as it would of having it out. So beware of that. Your bounty, if you get gripped, you will lose bounty and you will lose money. Always be careful of that. You will lose things on death, always. Rather it be all of your items, not all, but your items, your money, your bounty, anything can drop. So beware of that. All these cap out at 50. The more you have out, the more it gets taken. Next, I'm going to talk about Haki progression. Each Haki tier goes up by 0.5, and Buso, well, both of them have a max of 6.5. If you do not have the D clan, you need the D clan to get Buso up to tier 7. And once you get your Buso to tier 5, you have the chance of picking a Haki path. You can either go damage, well-rounded, or Ken. If you want to go well-rounded, you need 5.5 in Buso and 5.5 in Ken. If you want to go Ken, you have to go 5 in Ken. But beware, if you go Haki path, Buso will max out at 6.5 and your Ken will max out at 3.5. If you go well-rounded, they will both max out at 5.5 and they won't go higher. Ken, it maxes out at 6.5, 7 with the D clan. Each tier of the Buso gives you a % damage increase and a % damage reduction. So the higher the tier, the better of the chance you have of winning. Always be careful of that. You also have these potentials: Buso potential and Ken potential. Buso potential boosts the amount of Haki XP you get and the damage of the Haki tier. Same thing goes for Ken. The higher the Ken, the more Ken XP you get, and the more evasive frames you have for your Ken. So you always want a higher Ken potential and Buso potential for a better advantage at the game. Next, let's talk about accessories. So accessories are your best friend. You always are going to need accessories. Each accessory has different stats. This accessory has 3% damage reduction, times 1.06 health, and plus 9 HP. What it does is adds on to all of my previous damage reduction and just stacks it, keeps it, and boosts my HP more and more. Every single piece of accessory has a different stat. Your damage reduction always caps out at 5. Your health caps out at 1.09, and the health and the plus stat caps out at 9. So you can go in here, times 1.07 health, plus 9 stamina with 4% damage reduction, times 1.07 stamina, plus 8 health, 4% damage reduction, and it just keeps going. The higher the chest, remember, the higher the chest, the better accessories you'll get. The higher the stats that will be on those accessories. So beware. Always check your accessories, because sometimes they can have hidden stats. So if we go to this legendary pirate set, see it has plus 1 health. It has another thing on it too. 1.04 stamina boost. So always be aware. Always check your accessories. And if they're bad, you can always sell them. No shame in selling them. You know, more money, more money. And so, yeah, that's basically all for our accessories. Let's talk about rings now. So, the same thing with accessories. All the rings are all going to be useful. The rings have a rarity system. Go from common to rare to legendary. Of course, legendary being the best. So, I have all these rings on. Ring of Fortitude, 3% damage reduction to slash damage. Reach gives me a +1 range. love, when someone hits me, 30% chance they develop a crush on you and do 5% damage reduction to you for 3 seconds. Slash, increase slash skill damage by 10%. Another fortitude, 3% damage reduction. And a ring of ancient, increase poneglyph skill damage by 15%. So each race can equip unlimited common rings, 2 rare rings, and only 1 legendary. But since I'm a human, humans get buffed in where we can wear 3 rare rings and 2 legendary rings. So always keep that in mind. Every single race can wear 1 legendary and 2 rare, except for humans. They can always wear 1 extra, and they get 2 extra skill slots, but that doesn't matter because everybody's gonna get 7, so there's no unfair advantage. The last thing I will be talking about is basic combat. The combat consists of an evasive and a crit. All of these are going to be useful to you while fighting anybody, just anybody, in basic PvP. When you're fighting somebody, you always want to bait out their evasive. Your evasive is going to be holding F and pressing M2. That's what you use your evasive. And your basic, crit is going to be M2. You can crit clash, and you can M1. When you're M1ing, always be sure to slow it down and use a crit. When you're fighting somebody, you want to do 1, 2, 3, M2, 1, 2, 3. Because on the 4th hit of any M1 chain will knock back. Doing this combo, 1, 2, 3, M2, 1, 2, 3, that will keep them in your combo going, and it'll increase your combo potential and your damage. While in PvP, activating your Busto and Ken. Busto, of course, gives a damage reduction and boost, so you always have that advantage. Especially with damage path. You will have a very, very big increase on anybody if they don't even have Haki. And Ken, that increases your evasive iframes and evasive frames. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. If you have any more questions, I will put the Discord link into the description where you can ask questions, find the Trello, and see any information you wanted to know about this game.
黒崎一護山田なこれが